My name is Abraham Lincoln. History remembers me as a great leader, a strong president, a man of courage. But few know the truth. Behind the speeches, behind the victories, behind the title of president, I was the loneliest man in America. From the very beginning, my life was shaped by loss and hardship. I was born into poverty in a small wooden cabin in Kentucky in 1809. We had nothing but hope. But even hope was fragile. When I was just 9 years old, my mother died. Her death shattered my world. She was my comfort, my teacher, my light in darkness. After she was gone, silence filled our home, and that silence never truly left me. From that moment on, I learned how to carry pain alone. As I grew older, my mind became my greatest gift and my greatest curse. I thought deeply. I reflected endlessly. And sometimes those thoughts became heavy. I suffered from deep melancholy. In today's world, they would call it depression. There were days when darkness followed me everywhere. I smiled in public, but inside, I fought silent battles. Loneliness became my companion. My early life was filled with disappointment. I failed in business. I lost my money. I fell into debt. I ran for political office and lost again and again and again. Each failure pushed me deeper into isolation. Friends drifted away. Support disappeared. But I kept moving forward, not because I was strong, but because I had no other choice. Even my marriage brought little comfort. My wife, Mary, was herself deeply troubled by grief and loss. We lost 3 of our 4 sons. 3 small coffins, 3 broken dreams. Each death carved another wound into my heart. Our home became a place of sorrow. Laughter vanished. Silence replaced it. I carried my grief quietly, for a president must never appear weak. But inside, I was breaking. When I became president in 1861, my loneliness reached its peak. The nation was tearing itself apart. Civil war erupted. Every day, thousands died. Every night, I read reports that listed names of the dead. Sometimes, I recognized those names. Young boys, barely men, sent to die by my decisions. The White House felt enormous and unbearably empty, surrounded by people, yet completely alone. Every decision I made meant life or death. Should I send more soldiers? Should I attack or retreat? Should I negotiate or fight? Each choice carried blood on its edge. Sleep abandoned me. I walked the halls of the White House at night, alone, haunted by thoughts that never rested. There were moments when the pressure nearly crushed me, but I could not surrender, because surrender meant the death of hope. I laughed with visitors, I joked with staff, I told stories, but these were shields, masks to hide unbearable sorrow. Inside, I was drowning. My closest companion became solitude. I prayed, I reflected, I carried burdens no single man was meant to carry. And still, I stood. Ending slavery was the most dangerous decision of my life. I knew it would divide the nation further. I knew it would place a target on my back, but my conscience allowed no alternative. In 1863, I signed the Emancipation Proclamation. That moment freed millions, but it also sealed my fate. From that day forward, I walked knowing death followed close behind. Yet, I walked alone. When the war finally ended, the nation celebrated. But inside, I felt only exhaustion. Too many had died. Too many families destroyed. Victory tasted bitter. I dreamed of rebuilding America, of healing its wounds, but I never got the chance. On April 14, 1865, I attended a play at Ford's Theater. For a brief moment, laughter returned. Then, a single gunshot ended my journey. In my final breath, I was alone. But I left behind a nation transformed. Loneliness is invisible. You may stand among crowds, yet feel utterly alone. You may smile while your heart breaks in silence. I understand, because I lived it. Remember this: your silent struggles shape your greatest strength. Your loneliness can forge your deepest wisdom. Your pain can become your greatest purpose. Even in solitude, you can change the world. My name is Abraham Lincoln, and this was my hidden struggle.